What is up guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm doing something a little different. I want to talk to you guys about the content update that will be coming to Red Dead Online in January. Before we get into the video, I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think we will get for the first content update in January? I'll be talking about a few things I think we'll get, what we won't get, but I'm curious of what you guys think. So leave your ideas in the comments down below. Anyway, Red Dead Online has been out for about a month, and since then we've had two patches. One to fix bugs and also one to fix in-game currency. Some of the bugs that they tried to fix didn't fix, and I think they ended up fixing them in the second patch, but overall a lot of bugs are still there. Between now and the first ever content update, I think we'll be getting another two patches. The first patch I think will be between now and the 5th of January, and the second patch will be between the 5th and the 15th of January. And then after that I think we'll be getting our first content update, which will be between the 20th and the end of January. I know the gaps between those dates are kind of big, but right now Rockstar haven't really let us know too much about what's going on. So that is why we're doing this video, just so we can get a rough idea of what's going on, as well as what people would like to see in the first content update. Before we get into the content that Rockstar will be giving us in January, let's just go over a few bugs that needs to be patched within the first or second patch happening in January. The first one I think is the XP and gold glitch, where you can complete a task, just reset, and as soon as you reset and it comes up that this award has been reset, disconnect your Xbox or PlayStation from the internet, back out of Red Dead Redemption, dashboard it, do whatever, and then go back into Red Dead Online. Once you get back into Red Dead Online, go into your awards. What you can do is go and check the award that you've reset, and what it should have done is given you the XP and gold, but it has not actually reset the award, so you can go back in and reset again and just rinse and repeat. I've seen a lot of people doing this. People are ranked up very high, other people have got a ton of gold. I've done it myself. I've got around about 5 gold from doing this. It is very good, it is very effective, but it should be taken out of the game. You also have bugs like where your horse will be level 4 and you fast travel, die, or go into a new online session and your horse bonding will say it's level 1, but then when you go into your player settings and check your horse, it still says level 4, but you can't do all the stuff that you can do with a level 4 horse, where you can start skidding around corners and doing all that stuff. It doesn't happen, so that's kind of irritating. And also I've seen a lot of people talking about this week, because Outlaw Gary did a video on it as well, of where people's health cores will not go up. If you're underweight and you try going up, you can go to average, but you cannot go above average. Do not know what that's about. I don't know whether or not it's a bug or whether it's just that we don't have the correct information for it. Maybe you have to wait a while to go from one to another, but I don't know, maybe just some insight from Rockstar would be kind of nice, or maybe a bug fix, because it is actually a bug, who knows. But that's just a couple stuff that comes to mind when we're talking about patches. There's gonna be a lot of other stuff as well, but let's get onto the content that I think Rockstar will be doing. I know a lot of people, and as soon as I asked that question at the beginning, what would you guys like to see added to Red Dead Online for the first content update? I know a ton of people will be saying heists, train robberies, and I want the exact same thing, but I do not think that will be the first one. Yes, it is a massive update and people will be so hyped for it, but I feel like they're going to slowly build up to it and put a narrative towards going to do heists and train robberies. For me, heists and train robberies is such a big thing, and it can give you so much money if done correctly. Obviously, that can be determined by Rockstar. They have control over what money you get, what money you don't get. You might only get like $100 per train robbery or something like that, which is still good, but you need to start building up to it, getting different stuff, and then you slowly do the heist. They put a narrative into it, so I feel like that's going to be way too much. Then again, I've been thinking about GTA, and I feel like people will say, oh, I would like to rob a general store, or just go in there, point my gun at the person behind the counter and then start asking for money. You'll get like a couple dollars from it, but it's still something. I feel like that's going to be too small of an update. I feel like there's got to be a lot more. That might be an update as well as a game mode, or as well as something else. What I've been thinking is that Rockstar will put in carriages. Carriages are already in the game, but you cannot buy a carriage at the stables. And right now, when you go into horses, you have like workhorse, warhorse, racing horse. You're only going to need a warhorse if you're going to go out and you've got like a lot of griefers, or mainly a racing horse, because you can do a lot of racing, and that's the only stuff that I've been using. I go for a racehorse, and I think actually it's not a warhorse, it's a workhorse, because I thought you can put more carcasses on the back of a workhorse, but unfortunately you can't. So what I'm thinking is that those workhorses will be used to tow carriages as well as war horses. With these carriages can be updated and you can get a variety of different ones, just like you got the horses where you got riding, racing, multi, work, war, all of those different types of horses. You will have the same with carriages. So you'll have racing carriages, you'll have work carriages, you'll have just general just riding about carriages, you'll have maybe an armored one. I would really like a carriage where you can put a turret on the back, just something like that, just so you can go around all around the map of Red Dead Online, just shooting different people, shooting different things, maybe using them for missions. It will be freaking amazing in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below whether or not you would like that as well, because I'm curious of what your ideas are, and what I like is what you like as well. Right now, my favorite thing to do in Red Dead Online hunting, I really enjoy the money grind, and I'm hoping that there will be a carriage that I can buy, which I can upgrade, and I can get a hunting carriage. That would be sick. If I can then buy a hunting carriage and then go out hunting, I can go and get 3 carcasses and put that in the carriage. I start getting more and more money as time goes on because I'm bringing more carcasses back. Imagine if I go and get, say, 2 cougars and a bear. I did show a location this week as well. If you want to see that, I'll leave a link in the description down below. But we found a location right near the Manzita outpost where you can go and get 2 bears or 2 cougars or a bear and a cougar. But the problem is you need to steal another horse to go and bring both of them back, or you only pick one or the other. It would be sick if there was a carriage where I can put both of those in, as well as still have space to go and get a bunch of different hides, a bunch of different meats, as well as maybe another carcass, and then take that back to the butchers, sell everything, and then go again. Eventually I can upgrade that, maybe get an even bigger one where I can get 5 carcasses on the back, and then finally another one where I can get 7 carcasses on the back, and it's armored as well, so people can't go and steal everything that I've got, because griefers are very annoying. On top of that, with these carriages, I think we'll get a game mode as well. So far we've got the showdown series and also the racing. I really enjoy racing, but I think that could be a lot better. I think there's like 6 or 7 races in total. There's really not too many. So what I think we'll get is, with these carriages, if we do get carriages, because there's still no guarantee that these are going to be carriages, but with carriages we can then have a racing carriage in which you can do races with them. From this Rockstar, I think we'll go and bring up maybe 3 or 4 different tracks which you can use for carriages, because the ones that we have right now I don't think are suitable for carriages, unless the racing carriages are pretty much like a one-man carriage, really thin, really skinny, and everyone can fit through these tight passages. But I know with a few races that there are these tight passages which only a horse can go through, and once you start having 2, maybe 3 horses lined up together going in, normally one of them gets taken out and that takes out another person, and then just one person gallops off into the first. And the final thing that I want to talk about is that hopefully they'll be bringing out missions, and the missions will eventually push towards the heist, which we'll get to later. I definitely think that heists and train robberies will be a thing of 2019. I don't think they'll be a thing of January though. I feel like that's just way too early. Like I was saying, I think they're going to start building towards a storyline where you can start doing heists and train robberies. I think the first heist or train robbery will be part of the missions that you do, just so you can go and find different people and kill them. I reckon at some point you're going to need money. I'm still guessing the storyline. There's a lot of guessing. There's nothing set in stone here. But I think at some point the storyline is going to go to a point where the woman that you work for isn't going to have enough money to hunt the killers that killed her husband. So what you'll do is you'll have to rob a train, do something like that, do a heist of some sort, and then give her the money, and you take a small cut, and then you can start working towards the storyline again. But that is just one thing, and then eventually I think we'll get game modes which will separate from the storyline, which will be heist and train robberies. But this is just me guessing. I do think we're going to get them in 2019, but I don't know when in 2019. I do not think it's going to be in January. If it is in January, come back to this video, say that I'm wrong, say that I know nothing. That is perfectly fine by me. The final thing I want to say is that from a business standpoint, from Rockstar, what they're going to want to put in is something that people really want to buy. And if they haven't got enough money or in-game currency to buy it, what they're going to do is go and buy some gold bricks to go and put towards it. Because right now, you can buy gold bricks, but why would you buy them? You can go and buy stuff in the gun store, but nothing's amazing or stands out that you really want to get. It's actually kind of pointless to go and get stuff with gold. I've bought a gun belt which looks really good. Was it a ripoff? Hell yeah, it was a ripoff. You had to be 98 rated to go and get it. It's going to be a long time until I'm 98 rated. I think I'm level 28 right now, and it's taken me quite a while to get there. It's taken me a month to get there. So once you get to 98, when you're going to need like 8, maybe 10,000 XP just to rank up once, it's going to take quite a while for me. But I bought one of those gun belts and it cost I think 15 or 18 gold bars, and it was not worth it, but my character looks sick. That's the only stuff I bought. If I was actually going to buy those gold bars to go and buy that gun belt, would never have done it. But the fact that we've had 33 gold bars, I thought, why not? I'm going to go and do it. I got this for free, I might as well go and do the stuff that I want to go and get. But for me, if they brought out carriages, like I said, that hunting carriage, I will definitely go and put gold bars into it, and then you can go and upgrade it so that you can have like maybe a gold coating on a racing carriage, something like that. I think would be sick. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. What do you think will be the first content update for Red Dead Online? I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going, so see ya.